Mimo bibi akwaba etiefo ene se wutie me in the comment box use the fire emoji. Fire oja the fire emoji. If you are listening and you are watching this video, in the comment box I want you to put the fire emoji, because in somewhere airbano I know shit. Special prosecutor Eden Krata titin biaba betuja. Na ede na woka. If we hin eba bedu ha. Bebe bon nsem ni muntre mu ya na reading krata no. Na Emze nan saying the special prosecutor yin na yehu eja a chese eguni chem ohwe eja eguni chemu a enye jaketwa na ehyasie with Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor eba be reveal some documents bi what trese special prosecutor no ase Ken Ofori Atta why na just opeso china wo ba be ye ho press conference and Ken Ofori Atta wo mra na enchi no sansensem ni na no ase the special prosecutor no or the no ye care of ase deep within no special prosecutor na mpese obechi Ken Ofori Atta ena allegedly no person go NDC aban no anymore ase Kevin Taylor can nsem omom be believe Kevin Taylor e believe no omom believe no ain't believe no. Those of us who had doubts, we also had our own doubts. Na enum no anche enendra the Deputy Attorney General in the person of Justice Remsai ebeye interview awaka say indeed Omar Trump krata kwa command the special prosecutor say only the Attorney General's office ene betumi akose extradition. Ye kan extradition na tre say ye bechi Ken Ofori Atta ewa brochwe ni a shipping the Nabagana and I flying the Nabagana. Only the Attorney General's office ne betumi ayesa. Na answer na Attorney General's office be yesa no. E was a special prosecutor na we investigations efa Ken Ofori Atta ho no. Pen the docket na fabra. Evidence a why etia ne bibia no fabra. Ni efa nkonko to American embassy nim because some be treating it as a court. No more who say indeed evidence a yewo editia Ken Ofori Atta no eni. Inti yenye na Ken Ofori Atta wonye den won bra Ghana. Omo atro I'm a special prosecutor and still special prosecutor on your docket bian fan by. Te hwana ye mu bie hu se and they say Kevin Taylor and someone walk and na ye no kwari. It will be bia na nko feel say and na wonya doubt say Kevin Taylor and someone walk and ye ntro no. Dabi. And it's not just say Kevin Taylor and someone walk and no information pa. Then say special prosecutor ni hu say na ade na ekono. And hey ya Ghana for be sha ase say omo ede subono airborne no and there were babontin ede nkrata tetentin bia ba betudwa war train semu it ye be consem demo. So basically if you don't understand what's going on, this is the story. Now answer ye be call special prosecutor nsem ni mu no me shall say wo tie me na wefu eson ana wo odofu bia nefu so na mo pese mu reduce ya me shall me recommend the book na eda screen so no na sa book we ebe tra onyama miensa pe udi sa nyama miensa ne so amema 1 month omo to book no ombedi adanse a lot of testimonies na book no is just 100 cedis upe book ni bia number ne wo screen so no 0558074986 obenya book no ni PDF e wo WhatsApp anasa obenya ni twi video wo obi a akenkan ye odin a obenya ni twi video inti number no ene na that screen so biom frɛ ana WhatsApp na yempe book ni bi ema now yenko a special prosecutor ne nkrata the letters no emu yenkinkan ne hwe nsɛm a oka. Now this is it. I say clarification on the status, processes and security protocols in the matter of Kenneth Ofori Atta investigations and extradition request. I say the office of the special prosecutor has taken note of public discussions and statements made by the Deputy Attorney General in an audiovisual interview on GH1 TV to the effect that the Attorney General's department has written several letters to the OSP requesting the docket on former Finance Minister Mr. Kenneth Ofori Atta to trigger his extradition but has not received a response. The OSP considers it necessary to provide factual clarity on this matter, reaffirm the procedural steps already undertaken, and address security concerns arising from a recent leak of highly sensitive communication that pose grave risks to ongoing investigations and to the safety of the special prosecutor personnel. Now, Utiemwa, waka say, oh, special prosecutor no sisi ano omuehu interview bia deputy attorney general akwakoya uti nsemu a waka ase de special prosecutor no ase on share down for docket bi ambae. Now, it looks like they are even speaking against, indirectly they are speaking against letter na Kevin Taylor eba be release ye no, and then the special prosecutor is saying that sa letter nekra no is sort of it's against the safety of the special prosecutor. Basically, that's what I think that they are trying to say. But let's go into the main issue. As the persons to its statutory powers under the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017, Act 959, the OSP commenced corruption and corruption-related investigations involving Mr. Ofori Atta as the prime suspect. The OSP duly notified Mr. Ofori Atta of the investigations and directed his physical appearance before the OSP for questioning. Mr. Ofori Atta, who left the jurisdiction in January 2025, has by his actions shown clearly that he is unwilling to voluntarily return to the jurisdiction to attend the OSP. The OSP's intelligence showed that Mr. Ofori Atta has been residing in the United States of America since January 2025. As a result, the OSP, let's continue to the next one. The OSP lawfully commenced steps to secure his extradition to Ghana under international legal and diplomatic frameworks. For the record, by the end of May 2025, the OSP had obtained a judicial warrant of arrest for Mr. Ofori Atta. The OSP then declared Mr. Ofori Atta a fugitive from justice and placed him on the list of wanted persons of the OSP. The office has since successfully defended several applications filed by Mr. Ofori Atta in the Ghanaian courts in an attempt to have his name removed from the list of wanted persons. In early June 2025, the OSP successfully caused Mr. Ofori Atta to be placed on the red notice of Interpol. Simultaneously, the OSP triggered the process for the extradition of Mr. Ofori Atta through the Chief of Staff at the Presidency on 2nd June 2025. This was for the provisional apprehension of Mr. Ofori Atta in whichever jurisdiction he may be found and located. As the Chief of Staff duly transmitted the OSP's extradition request to the Attorney General on 3rd June 2025. The process goes through the Attorney General because his department is the central authority for such request under the Mutual Legal Assistance Arrangement. By a letter dated 13th June 2025, the Attorney General informed the Special Prosecutor of the transmission by the Chief of Staff of the OSP's extradition request. In the 13th June 2025 letter, the Attorney General requested for 2 officers of the OSP to be included in a prosecution team. The Attorney General also requested for a copy of the docket. So basically, whatever Kevin Taylor said is true. Basically, that's what the Office of the Special Prosecutor is confirming. Said the Kevin Taylor can't deny no query. Say on no throw letter the command Chief of Staff. Chief of Staff and train so and on also forward the command Attorney General. Attorney General so extra response man they say okay on fan crofo tumbra nonsense on fat docket nembra and no na Kevin Taylor can, and basically the OSP is confirming that. Now yen to also say by a letter dated 20th June 2025, the Special Prosecutor responded to the Attorney General by providing the names and contact details of its 2 nominees. In respect of the request for a copy of the docket, the Special Prosecutor informed the Attorney General that OSP was in the process of boarding up the various dockets on the subject, which work had been which work had been extended following a search and seizure of documents and computer servers carried out by the OSP and National Security at 2 offices of Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited on 10th June 2025. In September 2025, the Attorney General followed up with its request. So basically, Attorney General requested for extradition. When to me have extradition number because Ogusu yesu ejuma. And then Attorney General followed up again. Mr. Extradition docket. Mumfanchemi docket. In the Attorney General follow up on the docket When to me have docket number because Ogusu yejuma. So trust say ejuma Ogusu ye docket no. And then the man say munya mobeka yembre yesi OSP akwako ransake offices of SML Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited. Osi nini na kejuma na no ye ne ho because nini no dey build the docket no. Ye sanso bisae Attorney General sanso bisae say one sanso fra emfa docket mra. But you see that the way is posing it is serious. It is bringing out some serious questions to the special prosecutor. I'm not going to lie. Because who special prosecutor and then I'll try Chief Justice no. Say naka Chief Justice no. And yena ye extradite Ken Ofori Atta, right? And as the special prosecutor, you should know that extradition process ne die. E wasa the docket eba. Inti build the docket in wie no. Let me mamenya ne ketwa na. We'll come back to the way, but a serious question I'm person maybe sir. This is the question I want to ask. As a special prosecutor, you know that extradition biano. I was say the docket account. It is a what track what command chief of staff say. Extradition, ye extraditing ni pakronwa. Now when him say docket in ye ready, and didn't na what track what command chief of staff say ye extraditing ni pakrono. Whilst you know you are not done built in, it no person try and say. Now who him say extradition no. Extradition process no. I was say the docket can wana. If the special prosecutor is telling us that, then it simply means he's incompetent. He doesn't know his job. Because nya miti hei, miye kweni bien him say, answer na obekwa obeye se wo obedua ebia ebru no. E was say wo do asase no. E was say wo tene no. Oma ye ba asase no eba be tene no. E was say wo sha ase say o prepare the land. Na se me si me yekweni na makwa ko hun say inwura egu asase ne so na e ho na ma sha ase say me do ma sha ase say me de a plant no ebro no egugum say me dua. It simply shows that I am incompetent me boa. So you are saying that you wrote for extradition request, extradition request to the special prosecutor. The special prosecutor wrote to the Attorney General. Extradition request to the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice wrote to the Attorney General. Now the Attorney General is telling you that okay, extradition there. I was how the docket can hold. Docket no way. So that time they now build the docket in here. Not just a who name say extradition. There was a docket can hold na. I don't know who name wejuma and I say who name wejuma. And I think that is a very simple question that listen, me a same way by I wasn't supporting any side. Right? But Utie report now, special prosecutor Nankasano, the sequence the chronology of issues now. As a one no crano, or the ne to asemu. Or the ne to asemu. Or see, on the night of Thursday, 16th October 2025, the OSP noted a leakage on social media of the communication between the special prosecutor and the chief of staff. The chief of staff and the attorney general and the special prosecutor on the matter of the extradition of Mr. Ofori Atta, accompanied by a negative commentary that the OSP was intentionally frustrating the attorney general in the extradition process. The OSP confidently states that the leakage of the official documents did not arise from its end. It's basically Kevin Taylor report our year 16th October and our OSP no air trace and no leakage. Now person trace in free or no neho. This is not the matter. Kisieja ben yashro special prosecutor. Baby Edune there. This is not the matter because Baby Edune looks like you are now trying to be the victim. and the matter and the letter no let extradition request na me trokoma chief of staff na leaky because Kevin Taylor shas say we read the leaky na free me ho da bi na de na ya de pa na leaky anka enya ode ya de pa na leaky anka enya ode and na de mesraw de ye masa ma menye na obi anhwe menim ye yen so so sa de we victim you are trying to play the victim. Yes, you are trying to play the victim on this matter. The leakage is not the issue here. The leakage shouldn't even come in this report or whatever. So what should we do? At the end of the day, the background worker say you say a leakage, a negative commentary and the background or the mahono. The background semwa wakan at the end of the day, bemu and I say I'm bim. Today we've all seen say Kevin Taylor and semwa wakan in and a bim and no quarry. So you don't even talk about leakage. And don't try to play the victim, say the leakage is not coming from me, so that it looks like, and maybe a chief of staff, ne koko leak at the end of Kevin Taylor. Yes, Raw, into kwa we are person okonedie. Kiseja bin udiagra. A lot of people are calling for your head. Udiagra, Oh, bema kono krano. Ayeke CMO. Because clearly this letter is showing that you've been incompetent. I am sorry, but I'm not sorry. That is what the letter is saying. I said the OSP firmly places it on record that the extradition process was triggered by the OSP based on the outcome of OSP investigations into the tenure of Ofori Atta as finance minister. Yes! That is what, but we all know, say, extradition process no wo and I'll trigger it. But in the extradition process, you have to prepare a docket. You did not prepare a docket, but you triggered the extradition process. And at the end of the day, you are the reason why the extradition has not happened because your docket is not ready. How is this difficult? I don't understand. How is it that the OSP is even writing this letter and by some means wants Ghanaians to really be on a side on this matter? I don't understand. In the extradition process, you prepare a docket. You have triggered extradition process without a docket. And at the end of the day, because there is no docket, the man has not been extradited. And he's in America walking about. So whose fault is it? So you don't come and issue this letter and make it look like it is not your fault. Extradition, yes, the glory need the obefa, but it came with something. Why you Juma? I say therefore, there is absolutely no reason for the Attorney General's department to feel frustrated. If that is the case, in respect of a matter, it is not involved in substantively. If that is the case, if that is the case, in respect of a matter, it is not involved in substantively in respect of the investigation and prosecution of suspected persons, since OSP investigations and prosecutions are independent of any other authority. Yes, where you are going is not good. Where you are going is not good. But so to say, me share process na say, me masem. Me a special prosecutor. Me masem the new counsel will be doing who be. Basically, that's what Kiseja you are trying to say. Baby, all the assembly fanenye. Kiseja being baby, all the assembly fanenye. You be a goner. What you are doing and where you are taking the matter. Obi biara or betinasi. If the president sees this letter, Obi biara or betinasi be obi who letter with the Abeka said that Kiseja being baby, all the assembly fanenye. You are signing you enye na se ni apadomo trimuni na aka se ti awa yen Kiseja ben ye betina ha e ba be defend no say na oba na wo be troll letter na oba be explain nyama say na oba be ye adabi. As then again, upon the communication of the Attorney General that the investigation had been extended since 10th June 2025 owing to the haul of more evidence at SML. Reasonable patience is required for the detailed examination and analysis of the newly discovered evidence. The OSP does not sacrifice excellent and professional investigations on perceived frustration over a response. You see, you are putting yourself in trouble because as someone says, how can I say, and when you more evidence, but we were sitting here. I did a reaction. On X Twitter, I did a reaction. Where Ghana Nibi Eba Bisa special prosecutor and they say, how far with Ken Ofori Atta case no? the special prosecutor's account eba be ka say mo de mo ayem afem mo de sisi a baby aka no the attorney general. Into attorney general no na wo say sisi a wo ye de aka. That is what you said on your account. I did a reaction on that here. In this letter, oh, can't try and say, when you're more evidence into no, yenyan to boasie. Not just as you try and say, oh, I've been to say your fault. So why is it that your account said on X, say baby do need the audio why you are attorney general naka? That is what you said. That is what you said. If you guys will remember, I think it was a month or 2 months ago, I did a reaction on this platform. So what are you saying today? What are you saying today? Mintiasie. What is a special prosecutor all about? I don't understand. What is this letter supposed to do? Listen, I'll do a video where I'll do a reaction on this letter and see what Ghanaians are saying. Because any person who will read this letter will say that no, Kisie Jabin, you are incompetent. What is this letter meant to do? Like, so this letter is meant to make Ghanaians say, oh, Kisie Jabin, okay, Yati, you are not at fault. Because if for nothing at all, I was on a neutral ground. But letter where I'm a kenkai, I'm a man who said that Kisie Jabin, hey, Kisie Jabin, money paying, hey, brother, Jesus Christ. Hey, I say penny. Senior, you defended by paper. TV Kisie Jabin over money paying. What was this letter? So what was this letter supposed to like? What this letter Kisie Jabin Nibetujan? What was this supposed to do? Was supposed to let us side with him? Was supposed to let us see that he is not a victim? Sorry, he is rather a victim. It was supposed to let us what? Boutman, the attorney general, that the attorney general is rather at fault. I don't get it. Who told Kisie Jabin to release this letter? Who advised him to release this press statement? Who? Because press statement we best say would cry. I'm not going to lie. I say the OSP emphasizes that the extradition process is a multi-agency procedure involving several sequential steps and statutory actors. These include investigation and evidence compilation by the OSP, issuance of an arrest warrant by a competent court, preparation of extradition documentation by the OSP, transmission of the package to the Attorney General as the central authority, legal authentication and certification by the Attorney General, diplomatic transmission to the foreign government in question, and response and determination by the foreign jurisdiction in accordance with treaty obligations. These processes are ongoing effectively, and in the reckoning of the OSP, it is not at loggerheads or in dispute whatsoever with the Attorney General's department. And the OSP is confident that should be the position of the Attorney General's department. Indeed, there is no hint whatsoever of institutional cooperation breakdown between the two authorities. Listen, I'm sorry, but if the government takes no action on the OSP, I don't think Ken Ofori Atta, I don't think anything will happen to Ken Ofori Atta. From this letter I've read from Kisie Jabin, nothing is going to happen to Ken Ofori Atta. Nothing is going to happen to Ken. And you see, it was. I think the signs were there. The signs were there. Okay, the signs were there, and it's sad. It is sad. It is sad. So that letter we are OSP release, Send your make I'll do a video where I'll react, because we release the letter when Ghana for Akasa. I'll do a video where I'll react and we'll see what Ghanaians are saying. Because for me, reading this letter, I think that no, the OSP, I don't know what's happening. Montreal, I'm going to your comment box.